This is a copy of the digital workbook that students used for their accessibility project that I taught during my chemistry class. So, the first thing we did was watch this video about accessible design, about UDL. It was a great video. And then they had to answer a question. Then I had them look at some slides that I had actually made and shown them at the beginning of the semester and think about whether things were clear, what was difficult to understand, what types of disabilities might make it harder to understand. And I prompted them to even think about things like color and font and text size. I used this analogy from the CDCI website because I thought this was really helpful. This is actually already filled in. The students brainstormed these and I entered them in on the whiteboard. We then talked a little bit about assistive technology, equality versus equity, and then I also showed them the equality, equity, and justice graphic to talk about just removing the obstacles. And from there, we talked about the social model of disability, which also was mentioned in the video. This was a poll they did about whether or not something was assistive technology. And then here we started talking about the features of an accessible presentation or website. These are a bunch of resources that we went through. And then this was their project description. So it had all of the steps and the rubric for grading and then a spot to turn it in.